around. And of course, our interview today is brought to you by soc.consulting. I know you see the shirt. I know you see the hat. You know, we got everything on deck. Make sure you check us out, soc.org. But today, you know, we're not going to waste no more time. We got my guy, Josh Ratliff here today, representing Mississippi. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You also will know him on Instagram as Rat the Barber. And we're going to actually have his, as usual, you're going to be able to see his, his Instagram tag on the page. So you can go ahead and make sure you check him out. He's doing some big things in the industry. So Josh, what's good, man? How are you?
Oh, man, you doing all right?
I'm doing well. How are things down in Mississippi? Is it cold over there yet, like it is here?
It's chilly outside. I hate it.
I feel you. So, are you from Mississippi originally?
Yeah, I am. Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Okay. So, let's get right to it. So, how long have you been cutting hair?
Professional or just cutting?
So you can tell us both sides. How long you can just tell us a story. How'd you get started?
Okay. Well, back when I was in like middle school, going into my 9th grade year of high school, I used to get haircuts a lot. But as you grow, you start to see like some barbers will mess you up if you go to different barbers. You see what I'm saying? So I used to get messed up a lot. So I just go home and try to do it myself. So I had a the razor women use to shade like their eyebrows.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get like a bar of soap and take it and wet it and go across my line with it and like razor line myself, So I started like that. And then my god brother, rest in peace to him. I started on him and then I started on my little brother. So I just, fell in love with it, So all through high school, I do myself, do a few more other people. Never got into clippers yet until I got to college. So I just fell in love with it, man. And I was like, man, Josh, what you doing after high school? And I was like, man, I want to be a barber, And I just took my tennis, man, what I knew straight to college, man, and learned everything I had to, learn to just be great in the industry.
Wow. So yeah. you started basically with razor work before even using clippers.
Right. Mm-hmm. Before I even started using liners.
Wow. So how long you been cutting hair now?
Well, now professionally 3 years. I got my license back in 2017, but like I said, I was doing like little just lines in like 8th grade, 9th grade. Yeah. I've been cutting professionally 3 years now, though. I'm only 23 years old.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you. I was like, you look like you're like 16, so I'm not gonna ask you how old you are, but I don't want to put you out there like that. But sheesh.
Yeah.
It's a good look, though. I mean, it's a good, and we're going to get into it later. A lot of the things that you're doing in the industry already, which is really, I mean, I can just say, just from doing what I've been doing for a little while, it's going to help to propel you, to continue to do more great things. But we're gonna save that for later.
Yeah.
So you're in the, so are you working in a barbershop now, or are you in a suite, or like?
Yes, I will. Like I said, I'm in Clarksdale, Mississippi, where I'm originally from, and I work in a barbershop. I've been there now. Going on 3, almost 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, 3, almost 4 years, because at first I was in the shop and I kind of was like running it without my license, so you know how that goes. You got to have what you're supposed to have when you're trying to run a barbershop. So I got out of it as soon as I could, man, because I did not want to get in trouble with State Board of Mississippi,
Yeah.
So I went and got my license at 17.
Okay. So what did you do to get your license? Were you an apprentice? Did you go to school or what?
I went straight to college after high school. Went in, it was a year and a half, got my license. Took many different courses, throughout the semesters, different semesters, and learned a lot from different, colleagues and things like that. And when it took the test as soon as possible, like I didn't waste no time. I tried to get my license before I turned 20. I was actually 19 and I turned 20 August 2nd. And then I went and took the test like August 20th, 26th, I think, or something like that, or 17. And that's when I got my license.
Okay. So what were some of the challenges that you faced, like while you were in school?
The hardest thing was, and I really don't do it now, it was the women hair, like not the cutting part, but like the rolling and the color and the different type of styles, like doing those things, man, to learn how to do that, to get ready and pass that test. It wasn't easy. you know, but I had to do what I had to do, man, because I really wanted to get my license.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, the only students who actually get their license out of my graduating class.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people from here really don't go and take the test. They just go to class and that's it.
Wow.
You know, so I inspired like a lot of my, you know, colleagues to go and like take the test, man. But, you know, some people just, you know, inspiration different and drive is just different, you know. So I was the only person out of my class to go and get it.
So what made your drive different? Like what was different from you and the next guy?
For me, it was the will to go do something, you know what I'm saying, on your own, not having to listen to a boss or have somebody tell you what to do all day. But this haircutting, man, I love it, but it's bigger than that. It's bigger than the money. You know what I'm saying? It's the seeing a client happy, seeing someone happy, seeing someone post your work or say something good about your work. That's what drives me every day. And it drove me in college. I didn't know nothing but how to do a line, and not even with liners. Like, that's all I knew how to do. But when I learned each step and took my time, it just was a different passion. Very much different. Yeah.
So you got your license, and now when I was looking through your Instagram page, I see that you started giving out scholarships.
I just did that. That was this year.
So tell us about that now.
Okay. In high school, I used to play basketball, right? So I didn't get actually my coach said that he didn't tell schools about me for a scholarship because I told him at one point of time that I want to go to school for my books and just, you know, just go to school and not play basketball. So he ended up like throwing those out and not telling schools about me or whatever. So through high school, I didn't get a scholarship.
Okay.
So when I, you know, got my license and I, you know, just grew in the industry, I was like, man, I can do a Rector Barber scholarship and give a student that's in high school, graduating student that's in high school, an opportunity to get a scholarship. Mm-hmm. But not a, you know, one of those, the regular scholarships, but like something from me, you know, something that I wasn't able to get, you know, in high school or whatever. So that's where it came from, man. And I did that. And it was $150 for a female and a male. But Jimmy actually donated an extra $300, you know, to the scholarship, and they got $300 apiece.
Mm.
Yeah.
So just to let everybody know, so who he's referring to is my guy, Jimmy Gilmore at Keen Cuts. How did you actually link up with him? So did you meet him from that, or did you already know him, or what?
Crazy. My coworker that actually cuts beside me, his name is Shenard McCray. And he was always telling me about Jimmy, man, how he came from where we are now in Mississippi all the way to Atlanta doing what he's doing. And I followed him on, you know, social media one day. And he just was, you know, liking my stuff and, you know, all of that. Then he just texted me out of the blue one day. And from that point on, it just been nonstop conversation. And we met through social media, you know what I'm saying? And he told me to come out there to Atlanta, man, and I came and shot the video and came back and did the event, and it's just been all good vibes ever since then.
Yeah, Jimmy's good. Jimmy's a good one. Yeah,
he's great guy, man.
Yeah, he's a good one. So, Rat the Barber, where'd the name come from?
Back in 2016, I was still in college. I was at a barber competition in Natchez, Mississippi, and this instructor. I can't remember his first name, but he called himself Boss Man, and he was like, "Yo, Josh, what's your barber name?" I was like, "Joshua the Barber." He was like, "Oh no, man, we gotta find you something else, man." He said, "What's your full name?" I said, "Joshua Ratliff." He said, "Okay, I'm gonna have you something before you leave." So I said, "Okay." So we go to set up for the competition or whatever, and one of his students came to me. He said, "Man, how about this?" He said, "Your name is Joshua Ratliff." He said, "We're going to name you Rap the Barber, #say cheese." I was like, oh, God. Oh, my God. And when it hit me, it was like God was telling me, like, this is going to be you. This is you. And that's how I got Barber.
Yeah. I like that. That's a story.
Yeah.
For ages.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So, what are some things that you see that you're trying to do going forward?
I'm trying to motivate young kids, because I'm not saying that it's not possible to motivate the older generation, but if we can start with the younger generation to go out and do things like what I'm doing, or just get them on the right path, I think we can change the world, man. And that's what I want. I want better lives for better people, and that's why I did the scholarship, to give somebody something different. And where I'm from, a lot happens. Crimes rate up. Poverty is up. All that, homeless is up. Everything in that category is just up, and I just want to change it. I try my best, but it's so hard because you have a lot that support you, and then you have a lot that support you but don't really support you. And it's difficult, man. And I wish, like, I'm starting to get more people to help and support it, and over due time it's going to happen. I'm gonna change, and it's gonna be some type of way. I don't know yet, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
So how has COVID influenced your business?
It strictly made me go to appointments only. So that's a huge influence, because I was doing like 30 to 40 heads a day. I started at 38 in the morning, man. I wouldn't get out of there to 8, 9, 10 at night. So appointments only, it's influenced me a lot. It's less heads, more money type situation now. So I'm grateful for that, but you have to be so careful with COVID, and it's kind of bad this way, but I just try to, keep my mask on and keep, everyone sanitized, including myself, and just go with the flow.
So what's your work schedule now? What time did you say you start again?
Well, on appointments or when I was?
Well, what's your work schedule now? You start at what time?
Oh, right now, 7:30 to 6. On Tuesday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday is 7:30 to 7:30. I like to get it in. I love to get it in. I love it. I love to get it in. Like, I will break sometimes I won't. But I know a lot of older barbers told me I gotta slow down, And I tell them, man, look, I'm 23. But they're like, hey, slow down. Like, we've been where you've been, So I'm trying to slow down, man, but I love to get through it, man. I'm reaching for something,
So I won't agree or disagree with what their suggestion is, whatever. But it's probably like the young basketball player who's like, anytime they get a chance, they're gonna try to dunk on somebody. Every time they get a chance in the fast break, they're gonna do something reckless. You know what I'm saying? And the older dudes are like, 2 points is 2 points. So you said you play basketball.
I played basketball, yeah.
So you don't play anymore?
No. You see my schedule, don't it? Like today, Monday? So Sunday and Monday, man, I'm at the house. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's working home, man. That's it.
Did you have a favorite player or anything like that, or what?
Man, do you know his mentality?
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're 23.
Huh?
I forgot you're 23. I'm a little older than you. So no. Kobe's a beast. Like, it's not even like an age thing. Kobe's a beast. It's just, I respect Kobe. I always respected Kobe, but I don't want to get no arguments on here,
Okay.
I'm a Jordan guy, but I always respected Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe was like, he basically patterned his game after Jordan, which we all know.
Yeah.
But Kobe was a beast. I argue with my brother about Kobe all the time, but that's all. Yeah. So going forward, where do you see yourself in terms of, like, you kind of have already alluded to it, but where do you see yourself going forward? Like, what are some of your goals that you have?
Okay. I have 2 cars, one a note, one not a note. So paying that off, taking care of my family. I have a son on the way that'll be here in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, man. Taking care of my family. Branding my name, my barber name, branding that. I want that patent. I want that, copyright. I want it just me. I don't want no one else in the world to have Rap the Barber. Like, I want to have that for me. and just lay a foundation, man, for this generation, you know. And like I said, I'm just doing everything I can, because I try to think out the box more than, you know, the usual, you know, person. So I'm just trying to, you know, just set different goals almost every day, man, just to, you know, reach. But I do see myself going forward with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever COVID is done, I'm looking forward to be able to like get with you in person, to be able to have you come talk to the students. Okay. Anytime you're in Atlanta, make sure you let me know so we can try to link up, because like I said, like this network that we have, like, you know, like we were talking about earlier on, I basically met you through Jimmy, and then like, his network is big, and he's doing one thing with, you know, with this on this side, and then I have like a network, and then you have a network. So ultimately, you know, when we're able to kind of link up together, it's always just a good look in general.
It's gonna be great. Yep. Yeah.
Well, Josh, man, we appreciate it. You know, like I can't thank you for taking the time out. I'm looking forward to talking to you again down the road when we get our second interview, when you tell me about how the car notes paid off and how social media is popping even more than it is now. And, you know, I'm already looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So before I let you go, I should have said this before that. Do you have any advice for those that are starting out in the industry, whether they're a student about to get out of school or somebody who's already in the industry, just kind of starting in the shop? If you could tell them one or two things, piece of advice.
This is right here. This is big. Don't do it just to be doing it. Don't do it just for the money. Do this because you love it. You should love it before you even start. Love this industry. Love this passion. Love the craft. Keep your head on straight, focused. Things will happen in life. Bumps always happen, you know, on smooth pavements, man. It happens. But keep your head on straight and just focus. Focus and stay and just keep your head on straight. That's all I can say. And everything else will follow the line.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Josh. I appreciate
it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I know that our viewers will. We're looking forward to having this drop soon. Once again, like we said before, this episode is brought to you by soc.consulting. You're going to be able to check this out on your Spotify, your iTunes, your Apple Music, your YouTube. You know, this is what we do it for, to be able to help push our culture forward. So, Josh, Rat the Barber, appreciate you again. Yes, be safe, all right?
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, cool.